Glasgow Botanical Gardens is located in West End of Glasgow, Scotland. Set up for a centre for education, research and public enjoyment. It features a variety of stunning trees, colourful flowers, plants, and its main feature is several glass houses. The most notable one is the Kibble Palace, with a stunning tree fern collection that was planted in 1880s. I'm meeting with my good friend Pete Spooky, who has an extensive knowledge of nature and was raised in Glasgow. This is one of the parks she has invited me to, which holds some special memories for her and some surprising benefits of connecting with nature in a simple but unique way, which I'm keen to learn about. Thanks for inviting me down to this park, by the way. It's really nice. It's like really clean cut, everything. So tell me a bit about it.
I mean, you couldn't have found like a better time of the day to come because we've got some direct sunlight here. But this is Botanical Gardens, and this is kind of like round about the areas where I grew up when I was like staying with my dad and stuff. So this was one of the main parks that I would come to, me and my friends and my sisters and stuff, and we'd come here and hang out on beautiful days like this during mostly the summertime. And just really nice days wherever it was, and come here and visit the Kibble Palace and visit there, and there'd be people like playing their music and people just kind of hanging out, you know, trying to catch some boy's eye. But yeah, so we would just come here and we'll just hang out and stuff like that until like basically to the evening like this, until the sun was kind of going down. So we're in a perfect position now.
Yeah.
So I just brought this mat. I wasn't this clued up before when I was younger. I was just getting grass stains everywhere. But yeah, so this is just one of the little hangout spots. Botanical Garden is really beautiful. There's loads of trees, there's loads of exotic plants and things, and you know, these large greenhouses that we got behind us and stuff. And yeah, it's just a really place to come here and just hang out, basically. It's really beautiful.
So, how do you connect with the outdoors?
There's, growing up, I mean, that's one of my, like, just from childhood, being outdoors was one of like my main things and stuff. I used to be like in the Army Cadets. I used to go away different places, canoeing and abseiling and all that kind of stuff. So outdoors has always been something that I've connected with from a very early age, just basically since I was born. And I love, that's one of my main things, is growing up here, just so many vast green places. So being outdoors and like what we're doing now is like a main thing as well, is just being out and being barefoot, being grounded to the earth, and just really taking that time, because you know, life is just so busy, so hectic. I love to come out and just have everything just slow down, and just being able to breathe, hear the birds singing, feel the sun, see the sun's energy, see the beautiful trees and everything like that, and hear my children running around and enjoying it just like I did in my childhood as well. So nature, Mama Nature, coming out and just enjoying all of her free splendor is just something that really, you know, is part of my everyday life. It's just what brings a lot of meaning and stuff, so yeah.
So what do you feel is the difference between here and London? Because I know you've come down to London. You showed me around Hackney Downs when I was down there. So what's the difference between Glasgow and London?
There's a huge difference for me, and basically that's because, like, being here, you're not far away from anything this vast and this large, and it's always open. Like in London, sometimes a lot of the parks can close at certain times. You have to kind of travel a bit more to get like spaces like this. So the availability, I'd say, is something that is quite different, and the vastness of the land that you've got here, the variety of tree species. You see a lot of wildlife here as well, so it's quite different in terms of what's available to you, just not even far from your doorstep. This is quite throughout Glasgow and stuff. Like, you're not, even though you've got your own gardens and things like that, it's quite common as well, but you're not far away from large spaces as well. So that's quite a huge difference, and it's very, you know, very grateful for it, I have to say.
I've kind of noticed that, in fact, like how much of a big space there is, like everywhere. There's like so much greenery, and even the way that the parks are, like all the parks and places I've been to so far is like rah. Rah. They have that here, like in London you gotta go like Hyde Park, you gotta go like Richmond Park, you gotta be, for me that's a bit of a trek. Everywhere I gotta go is trekking. I'm trekking to go to these places, like, whereas like on my doorstep I do have
It's
green
really
spaces.
oyster cardy. It's really oyster cardy when you're gonna go somewhere.
Like with me, like I do have like some green spaces like near my house and stuff, but like generally speaking, I have to go venture out to find like a proper park like this, or like to find like all these types of like biodiversity, if you want to say. Like it's crazy how Scotland's like this, and like it's not crazy, but it's like wow, this is mad. Like this is actually good. Like wouldn't mind being here instead of London kind of thing. But yeah, so could you let me know like more in depth how you personally connect with nature?
Well, something that I like to do is what we're doing now, what I wanted to kind of show you and stuff. So just brought this mat out. Normally I wouldn't bring a mat. It's only because it's, you know, I'm wearing light colours and the floor's been a bit wet because it had been raining a bit earlier. So I like to come out and walk barefoot. I do that in the house, I do it when I'm in my garden, and I like to, we come out as well. Just the best thing to do is to maybe wear sandals so you can just kick your feet off. And the reason I like to walk barefoot is because there's so many health benefits to it. And connecting to the earth, walking with your feet, it just gives you that sense of grounding. I mean, that is actually what it's called grounding and stuff. And it's letting yourself connect with Mama Earth. There's an electrical charge that happens between you and the earth as well, so it's very grounding. It helps regulate your heart. It brings a lot of health benefits when you walk barefoot because it helps you kind of like stabilize your body. It helps you reduce backaches. It helps reduce inflammation because of the earth's, as I said, the earth's electric magnetic field. If you want to get all technical. But people who have got cardiovascular problems as well, even medically, they're told they should come out and connect with the earth because it helps thin your blood, it helps get your blood flow going and stuff, because a lot of people kind of suffer from a lot of health problems, and a lot of it's due to like inflammation or poor blood circulation. So I'm just doing the best that I can to look after my health. And besides that as well, I want to connect and I want to feel part of this ecosystem as well. I don't want to just be indoors all the time, stuck behind, you know, a computer screen and this and that, and not touching nature. I mean, look how beautiful and vast it is and stuff. I want to be part of that, and I want to enjoy, as I said, those benefits and stuff. So this is quite a special thing to just come out here, feel the grass, you know, feel nature, and just have that kind of freedom, and just have everything slow right down, and give yourself a chance to think and stuff. This really gives me a chance to like think and have everything slow down without need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. That's how I feel when I'm in the house. When I come out, all that kind of stops. So that's what's special about it for me.
So do you do yoga?
Definitely. Yeah, I love that as part of just everyday kind of exercising and getting the body moving and stuff. So yeah.
So the reason why I asked is because I actually do yoga, and I find that it's really useful. I actually started doing yoga like a couple years ago, but not as frequent. I just started doing it like as I had gone to like a workshop thing, and I was going through a lot of things at that time. So I tried it out, and I had like my first time trying it, I was emotional. I was crying. I was like, yeah, it was deep. It was deep. The yoga was deep. So since then, I like started engaging with it much more, and like now I'm practicing it much more, and I'm actually gonna become a yoga teacher.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying the journey so far, and I'm trying to also like find other ways to like use my practice in different spaces, not just indoors. Or I want to try to like connect with the earth in other ways, like for instance the ways that you just showed me today. So
yeah, this is definitely a good way of doing it. I mean, look at that guy over there having a good stretch. He's doing his yoga. But yeah, I mean, that will just heighten the experience of what it is that you're doing and stuff, connecting with the earth and doing yoga. Those two things go hand in hand.
And it's been a really nice time here. In fact, I loved how I was able to come here more in the evening as well. So it's a different time of the day, and it's been a nice experience actually. I'm gonna start grounding and doing more of this type of stuff. I'm gonna take the top tips because they're always
Gotta get grounded.
they're always helpful. But thank you again.
No worries.
And nice seeing you.
And yeah, we'll see.
Always nice seeing you.
We'll enjoy the rest of the sun going down and stuff, and just keep grounded. So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.